Hello everyone. May I audible to all of you, those who are available? Kindly acknowledge in chat box, please. So I just can get notified. I'm audible to everyone. My screen is visible. Kindly acknowledge in chat box, please. So we can move further for the session. Kindly acknowledge in chat box. Okay, Kapil, Mayank, Harsh, Kaufik. I got it. So let's wait for a few more minutes. Then we'll start the session. All right. So we'll start by 8:5. All right. So one more minute to start the session. But we are late. Time is 8 p.m. Hi Nikhil, how are you? Nikul, okay, no Nikhil. Hi Aniket. So hi sir. So let's start the session. So hello everyone. First of all, good evening to all of you. My name is Bhavesh and welcome to this session, Introduction to the Google Cloud Platform called GCP. So this session is just about introduction session of Google Cloud Platform. Nothing more deeper level. I believe that after the end of the session, you will know what is cloud and what is Google Cloud. The difference between cloud and Google Cloud, because many people have a confusion about the when people heard the name of cloud and the Google Cloud, right? You will know about the basic terminology of the Google Cloud platform. I'm not saying that you will become an expert, but I'm sure that you will learn something about about the Google Cloud platform. You can start your journey with Google Cloud platform after the end of the session. And yes, after the end of the session, you will deploy your first server on Google Cloud platform. So yeah, let's get started for the today's session. The introduction to the Google Cloud platform (GCP). So before moving to the session, let's some of the brief introduction about myself. So yeah, my MLCC study jam facilitator at Google, a full stack straight developer, computer programmer, cloud enthusiast, and grand finalist of world biggest software and hardware competition, the Smart India Hackathon 2019, open source contributor at Gulfstream Summer of Code 2020. And recently, I was mentor at Gulfstream Education Outreach Scholarship Batch 2, and many of the organization I'm the part of that. So that's all about me. So, like, what is today's agenda? Basically, like I earlier said when I started the session, that it's not about the the expert level of the Google Cloud technology, and we will use the the high technology and of Google Cloud, and we'll deploy our project or we'll deploy our service. Not like that. That session is basically for the beginner student who can start their journey choosing Google Cloud, and their your further domain can be Google Cloud. You can start journey in Google Cloud. So that's my motive is about that agenda. So what we will cover today, we will cover what is cloud computing and cloud terminology. What is GCP, Google Cloud Platform? What are the Google Cloud providers? And Google Cloud Platform services. We will look into that. We will look into what are the Google Cloud regions, St. John's, and the last one that is pretty awesome. Everyone wants to do, the hands-on practical. Yes, we will deploy our first server on Google Cloud Platform and choose as well. Right. So next move to further slide. So in this particular slide, or the upcoming slide, we will look into what is mean to cloud definition, not the Google Cloud. First, I will tell you what is mean of the cloud, the definition of the Google Cloud, and we will look into what are some of the common cloud terminology like elasticity, fault tolerance. We will go on those on subsequent slides. So cloud is nothing but it's very different than on-premises infrastructure um, and environment. So we'll look into that. So as you can see it here, we have the 5.55 blocks you can see in slides. The first one is on-demand self-service. First, I will read that thing, then I'll explain in my view, that what exactly the on-demand self-service. So on-demand service, first I'm reading, inside the blog text. So it's provision computing capability as needed automatically without requiring human interaction with service provider. So on-demand self-service computing implies high level of planning. Yes, many of you have, didn't get that word exactly the meaning of that on-demand self-service. So yeah, first the best place to find the definition of cloud definition needs see. Yeah. So what is actually meaning of that? The closely resemble most of the public cloud environment. So the first thing in the cloud needs to have is the concept of on-demand self-service, right? Yeah, I was wrong with that. So sorry for that. So I said the concept of the on-demand self-service. So you should be able to provision computing capabilities as needed without requiring human interaction with the service provider. So what is the mean of that? So the meaning, so you don't have to go to a service desk or help desk and request a virtual machine, which takes a couple of days for IT to provision for you. It should be all based on demand and self service. I want to to come up with the definition of the cloud. I told you about in the blocks way, but I want to go to the definition, exact definition. So let's cover that definition first. I forgotten. So yeah, uh, the place to find the definition of a cloud computing is nothing but through the National Institute of Standard and Technology. And so in 2011, they came up with the standard definition of a cloud computing. So that's the that definition on-demand self-service. That we can say the characteristics of cloud computing: broad network access, resource pooling, rapid elasticity, and major service. So that's all definition has given by to the National Institute of Standard and Technology, USA, in mid 2011. Explain what is on-demand self-service. I'll go the further uh, in the more detail in the subsequent slides. So yeah. Now the second is broad network access. What is mean of a broad network access? Uh, that the cloud service should be available through broad network access using standard mechanism, the wave standard. So this again says that you should be able to access uh, these using self-service mechanism, and it should be as simple as using, let's say, a web console, right? So broad network access is nothing but its capabilities are available over the network and access through standard mechanism. And these resources are also accessible from a wide range of locations that offer online access. So the network, the range of network should be broad. We can access any data, like online or offline as well, right? So that's about the broad network access, like a web console, which I have given the example, right? Now the third one is resource pooling. What does mean of the resource pooling? The provider's computing resources are pooled to serve multiple consumers using a multi-tenant model with different resources dynamically assigned and reassigned according to demand. So I'll explain in big theoretical. So I hope you will get it. So yeah, what is resource pooling? In my view, so in a cloud provider environment, the resources need to be pooled. What it means that resources are pooled to serve multiple customer using this called multi-tenant, which I told you, but different resources dynamically assigned and reassigned according to the demand. So why we need to resource pooling that, right? Well, you pool the resources, you make them available to customer, so you can save money as a provider. And then if the customer needs more resources, you can give them, and some customer needs be less resources, so you can take away and the resources. So since dynamic pooling is the core essence of cloud, that's what I understand, right? Now, the fourth one, which is the rapid elasticity. What do you mean rapid elasticity? Capabilities can be elastically provisioned and released in some cases automatically to scale rapidly outward and inward with demand. What does it mean? Let's look into that. The fourth one is the rapid elasticity, which actually ties closely with the cooling concept. So capabilities can be elastically provisioned and released in case that automatically to scale rapidly outward and inward depending on your demand. So if your demand increases, you can get more resources. You have a elasticity. You have elasticity. If the demand is not that much, you can release those resources. So this goes again tied closely with resource pooling concept. And the last one we have, that is major service. So What is mean of that? Let's look into that. Resource use can be monitored, controlled, and reported, providing transparency for both the provider and consumer of the utilized service. Yeah, I hope you didn't get it. I hope not. You're not expecting, yes, because these are very in complex in the mean of that. So let's look into that in a simple way. So finally, the service can be monitored, controlled, and reported, providing transparency for both the provider and consumer. So this concept of pay as you go or consumption-based pricing, where what would you consume, you only pay for those resources. It means basically what. See, just suppose you open your startup, right? And for server, for handling the database and everything, just suppose you choose in Google Cloud technology, right, to maintain all the server. So in case in simple line, mean of major service is, I said, whatever you will use, you will pay for that. It means whatever service you are using from Google Cloud, for that you will pay, and some of them, if you're not using, you don't have to pay for those services. So that's mean of a major service, right? So yeah. So these five things, the five things: first is on-demand self-service, broad network access, resource pooling, rapid elasticity, major service. Actually, pretty true for a public cloud environment. That's the real definition through the National Institute by USA in bit 11 2011. They gave the definition. Still, that definition is relevant. So yeah, right. So let's look into the another key construct. Now we are getting to some of the cloud terminology, which is around high availability and so. So this is the core concept. You really need to understand what basically the cloud is, right? And if I give the example of cloud, the means is right. Maybe you have heard a lot of couple of stories. Maybe you have read on newspaper as well as right, that the small startup, they usually use, not usually, but they must need to use the cloud services. It can be AWS, it can be Google Cloud, it can be IBM. It's depend upon the the startup or founder requirement, that which cloud service you want to use. So that's cloud is having in 21st century one of the most the sexiest job, cloud architect, the cloud developer. So that's the very very good technology to reach a next level in our career. So that's all about the cloud computing. Right. Now the next point, that why Google Cloud Platform? Why we look into the Google Cloud Platform? See, as you can see in slides, some of the pictures or logos, you can see we have logo with us Google, Google Drive, Mail, Google Calendar, YouTube, and have Hangouts as well, right? So why we look at the Google Cloud Platform? In market, there are a lot of cloud services are available. The different companies like Amazon, Microsoft Azure, IBM, and all. So all the Google products such as Google Search, YouTube, Gmail, Google Drive, Google Calendar, Hangout, etc. Everything like Google Cloud Drive, Mail and Calendar, YouTube and Hangouts and all. So every the products of Google, you using Google Cloud Platform to maintaining the database, to serve everything. Millions of users Google has. How they are managing to the Google Cloud Platform, right? What is Google Cloud Platform? We'll look into the next slide, surely for that. So see, Google Cloud Platform enables. Now the answer is why we look at in the Google Cloud Platform instead of other Google Cloud Platform. You know that in Without Google, world is nothing. Even if your internet is not working, yes, you will search on Google that yes, why my internet is working? What can be the problem, right? So everything covered by the Google. So just think about that how Google Cloud Platform will be much strong as compared to the other Google other cloud platform services by Microsoft, Amazon, or etc. Right? And Google Cloud Platform, they just started with in 2012, and it's been in few years. It's not in long journey in Google Cloud, but and they did a remarkable job in cloud services. So yeah, now the answer is why we look at in the Google Cloud Platform. So yeah, Google Cloud Platform enables developer to build, test, and deploy application on Google highly secure, reliable, and scalable infrastructures. Google Cloud Platform lets you choose from computing, storage, big data, machine learning, and application services for your web, mobile, analytics, and backend solution. You can do anything with that. Services by Google, big data, machine. Just think about that how the complex technology, but every solution Google Cloud have. They have solution with the web, they have solution with mobile, they have solution with analytics, and they have with the backend solution. Everything has covered by the Google Cloud. Now just take the random example. In our daily life, see, just suppose you want to take the service from the Google Cloud Platform. All right. So in case why is much beneficial instead of other cloud services. See, for Google search bar, Google Cloud is using. The everything, the infrastructure, the server, everything the Google search bar is using for them itself. You will get as a customer. So nothing will be changed when you will get a service from Google Cloud Platform. So how this thing about that Google give you same service which they use for themselves for there are just few product of Google. So that is the beauty of Google Cloud Platform. You won't get different that you choose in service from Google Cloud Platform and you will get different services and not like that. Everything which Google use for themselves. You will get for your as a customer of Google. So I hope you got it that why Google Cloud Platform is you have to use and you have to you know you can start your journey with the Google Cloud Platform, and as a customer why you should to use Google Cloud Platform. Uh, I think that's a mistake slide. It's not various Google Cloud provider. It's various. Wait. So it's various cloud provider, not Google Cloud provider. So now I'll tell you the what are the various still is it wrong? Oh, I didn't say. Let's leave it. So it's nothing. It's not various Google Cloud provider. It's various cloud providers in market. Right. So you can see in slide, that what are the Google cloud, not Google cloud providers are available in market. Yeah, we have VMware, we have Joint, we have Rackspace, we have IBM Cloud, we have Microsoft Azure, we have Denmark, we have AWS, Amazon Web Services, and we have Google Cloud. So among all of these, AWS is on the top because they started, very few years back, and Amazon Web Services is one of the top cloud services in the 21st century. Then we have a Microsoft Azure, and the last we have Google Cloud on the third number, and I'm pretty sure Google Cloud will be on the top. So these are the some cloud providers in market so far. So now the point is that's the session name, Google Cloud Fit. I told you about the cloud terminology, what is the definition of a cloud actually, um, why we look it into the Google Cloud platform. Then I covered that what are the various cloud services that are available in market so far. So yeah, now the point is what is Google Cloud platform. Perfect. So yeah, uh, can anyone tell me in chat box that what do you mean by Google Cloud platform? Not just by that slide. What did you understand? Like, can anyone? Can anyone tell in chat box or any doubt till now? Can you tell me? Can anyone tell the definition of Google Cloud according to you? Okay, so we will look at the last at the end of the session. Now, what is Google Cloud Platform? Yeah, let's start with the Google Cloud Platform. So, Google Cloud Platform, offered by a Google, is a suite of cloud computing services that runs on same infrastructure that Google uses internally for its end user product, such as the Google Search and YouTube. So Google Cloud, as same as the other cloud, they provide services for the customer. So we will look at like what are the services provided by the Google, right? So it's nothing. It's just kind of the tools that handle everything. Man, database server. You can deploy a project and start any project that can be related to web, that can be related to Android, analytics. It can be anything. So that's what the Google Cloud from Google Cloud Platform definition. Now, yeah, that's what I say that Google Cloud Platform and service, what they give service as a customer. So you can see it here, compute, storage and database, networking, uh, big data and IoT and machine learning. Just see about, that like compute is very important among the all of them. In compute, they have divided into the further compute engine, app engine, container engine, cloud function. We will not go into deeper, but yes, you should know uh, terms of that compute, because when you create project in Google Cloud Shell or console, everything is there, right? In compute engine, cloud cloud spanner, cloud data transfer, and third, you can see in third is networking. So virtual private cloud VPC in networking. We have a cloud load balancing, and in third we have a cloud CDN. Fourth we have a cloud interconnect, and fourth we have a cloud DNS. So the cloud CDN and the cloud DNS, which is very important in networking, right? Now the fourth is big data and IoT, right? See the how big data. It's all about the data. All right. So in big data and IoT, we have a BigQuery. We have a cloud data flow. BigQuery is a bigger technology. BigQuery, the name itself is enough. It's a very core part of the Google Cloud platform. We have a data flow. We have a data proc. We have a cloud data lab. We have a cloud data prep. We have a cloud pub and sub. We have a genomics to cloud data studio, to cloud IoT core, The last is machine learning. Everyone is interested nowadays uh, in bit of machine learning. So, cloud machine learning engine. In machine learning, we have a cloud jobs API. We have a cloud natural language API, cloud speech API, a cloud translation API, cloud vision API, and cloud video intelligence. Right. So these are the five services. The name first is compute, storage and database, networking, big data and IoT. The last is machine learning, in which they further have developed, which I told you, as you can see in the slide. So yeah, these are the services which are providing by the Google Cloud platform. Right now, the next slide, which is about Google networks. All right. So let's look into that. Let's move to the further slide. What about the Google Cloud Network? Yeah. So Google Cloud Network, you can see the title headline of the slide, one line, kilometer of fiber cable in 8 subsea cables. Just read it. So yeah, according to some publicly available estimates, Google Network carries as much as 40% uh, the world's internet traffic every day. Google Network is the largest network of its kind on Earth. Google has invested billions of dollars over the years to build it. Uh, and is designed to give customers the highest possible throughput and lowest possible latency for their application. The second point, that's I read again because that's a very important point in terms of cloud. So, in terms of Google Cloud, not cloud. So it is designed to give customers the highest possible throughput and lowest possible latency for their application. And the last one, which is the network interconnect at more than 90 internet exchanges and more than 100 points of presence worldwide. When an internet user sends traffic to a Google source, Google responds to the user request from an edge network location that will provide the lowest latency. Google Edge caching network sites content close to end user to minimize latency. So you just imagine that how the Google network is the wider on this planet first. Yeah. Now that's an important point. Every point and every slide is important, but when I say the important, it means you should to like get attention for that slide. So yeah, that's very important. I mean, saying so Google Cloud regions in John, right? So what are the regions in John? Regions. First, I'll say in simple way, that is nothing but it's a continent or subcontinent where the Google Cloud they have launched their data centers. So region means subcontinent and continent, right? And John's mean in under the subcontinent or continent like country. So suppose the continent and we all are living, which is Asia. In Asia, the China have Sri Lanka, Pakistan is there. So these are called John, right? Now look at the definition of the regions and the John. So yeah, uh, regions are independent geographic area that consists of zones. Location within regions tend to have round trip network latency of under 5 second on the 95% time. So nothing to go with that definition. That's standard definition by the Google itself. So region like subcontinent and continent where they have launched their the data center. That's a region. And zones, we look at the definition. A zone is a deployment area for cloud platform resources within a region. Zone should be considered as a single failure domain within a region. In order to deploy fault tolerant application with high available, you should deploy your application across multiple zones in a region to help project against unexpected failures. So that is the terminology of a fault tolerant elasticity. That is somewhat complex of the cloud. We look at in the further session. Then I'll cover. But as of now, that session is only the introduction to Google Cloud Platform. I just have to introduce to all of you related to the Google Cloud Platform, how you can start your journey with the Google Cloud Platform. My job is to have tell the definition of a cloud. The Google Cloud, Google Cloud definition, the difference between cloud and Google Cloud. What are the regions and zones, what are the services by the Google, Google Cloud, which are providing, and what are the various cloud companies that are available in the market. So that's all my job. So I hope everyone is clear with regions and zones. Regions, again, I'm saying that's nothing but it's like continent and subcontinent, the zones under the subcontinent, continent, country. Perfect. So Google have or Google, if I talk about region, as you can see in this picture, US continent have Europe, Europe West 2. In Europe, they have come up with Europe West 2A, Europe West 2B, Europe West 2C. They are further divided. So these are called zones, so these are called region. And multi-region is meant the first is region, then after that, whosoever is coming, that's called multi-region, or you can say when when one or more regions are connecting together, so that's called multi-region. All right. So the very important thing, that how you can start or where you can learn Google Cloud. And many of you have heard that name is Google Labs, right? And where you can learn Google Cloud. So I'll tell you, like, what is Google Lab, and you must should try to become expert in Google Cloud, because Google Labs will look into it's very important to enhance, to polish our skills in Google Cloud, right? And how you can learn Google Cloud, where you can learn, what are the resources available in Google, right? So you can see in this slide that the definition of a Quick Labs, which is Quick Labs is nothing but it provides real cloud environment that help developers and IT professionals learn cloud platforms and software such as Firebase, Kubernetes, and many more services which are provided by Google. So I'll just go through on my search engine, right? Now, wait. Wait for a minute. So I told you about that Google, right? Now search in search bar. And how you can use Quick Lab, right? So see, just sign up. You can use any Google account to the access that Quick Lab. So yeah, first go with the definition of Quick Lab. What is Quick Lab basically? Quick Lab provides a real cloud environment. See the definition. Quick Lab provides real cloud environment uh, that help developers and IT professionals to learn cloud platform. So Quick Lab is the platform where you can learn anything about the Google Cloud platform. So you just have to search Quick Labs in search bar, and then let's go to the back, that you will find www.qclabs.com. Then just click over it there. And what you need to know first, you can join if you already have signed in with the Google account. So I already have done with that. So you can see you can go and join and signing the Google account, right? So I'm just the Google Cloud. Now you can see when you will log in into the Quick Labs, you will find your name on front, right? So I can see I have already the 4 credits. So you can't access directly the Quick Labs. The funda is like that. You can't access Quick Labs directly. So for finding Quick Labs, what you have to do, Quick Labs, when you go to the Twitter on Quick Lab page, you go into the LinkedIn page of Quick Lab. So in Quick Lab Delhi, they provide access, where we have access code. You can put that access code into the Quick Lab before starting the any Quick Lab. So at the time, your credit will be automatically increased, right? So I have just only 4 credits, and you can perform like whatever you want to perform. See the catalog, what you can learn through the cloud. See, everything is there. Hands-on lab, quiz, course, and then first you will start with any level you can start. Then you will go with introductory. Then you will go with fundamental. Then you can go with the advanced. Then you go with experts. Right? You can learn anything. This is my learning. What I learned through the Quick Lab. So yeah. This is your public profile. Right. So I have completed 60 file left till now. How you can check it? You just have to go through the, and my learning. You click on my learning. You will look into the view public profile. Just click over it there, in which you will find that how many labs you have completed successfully till now. So yes, you can complete any labs through the Quick Labs, and you can become a master in Google Cloud, right? So how you will become master? Master will becomes when we, you know, do Dell course. We do we like just I take the example of Google Cloud. You want to be an expert. Now you will do it. You have to complete. You have to start with basic, then you will move to the further like. In middle, then you will move to the advanced, then you become expert. So it takes a long time. We have to be patient being a programmer, as you know very well, right? So we have to keep patient to become expert in any of the technology. That's what I understand, because that's my personal experience to become a good developer. Yeah, so that's QClap. Definitely you must need to try. And I say that I will tell you, what was the agenda of the slide. The agenda was the Quick Labs, and where you can learn Google Fit. The first thing you can learn from the Quick Lab itself, right? Now, like where to learn, like the Quick Lab is just for the practical, there's the courses as well, but like you don't know anything, but you want to learn everything in Google Cloud. How you can start? So uh, Google, the certificate part, we can say the Coursera, online part, we can say where Google offers the certificate by the Googler itself. So the name, all of you are familiar with the Coursera, right? So, sorry. So in Coursera, I'm telling the course, you can see it here in my Coursera account. The login, I'm just logging with Coursera. You can open your account with Coursera, right? So yeah. So see that's open with my random mail ID. You can see it here. Now I'm telling you the courses. I'm showing you the courses you can try to become to get more deeper in the cloud, to become more interested in the cloud, which course you should to try, right? There are a lot of courses are available on Coursera, but not, you have to jump into on the high level. First, you should start with the basics. So what basic course you should try? You have to go next floor, then you will go into the drop down. You see, I think network issue. Let's wait for a minute. Mm, let's wait for a minute. So yeah, as you can see it here in my Coursera browser, I just click over in explore, then I go into the drop down, and you have to go to the information technology, then C, AWS, SAP, Google. You have to search on Google Cloud, right? There are a lot of courses are available for the Google Cloud, right? But you should try. Wait, I'm just wait. I'm opening with my different account because showing not in proper way. Uh, and yeah, at the end of the session, we will start uh, with hands-on practice session. That's everyone want to do. They will deploy our first server on Google Cloud, not at all in bigger way. So different account are not showing on the proper way, so you can get it right. It's not showing. It's showing. Yeah, now it's showing improperly. See, when you open cloud computing, right, then you will see the cloud architect with Google Cloud. This is a professional certificate. This is also a professional certificate. This is also architecting with Google Computing. And next we have architecting with Google, Kubernetes engines, we have networking Google Cloud, security in Google Cloud platform, machine learning with TensorFlow Google platform, Google IT with Python, no, advanced machine learning. So see, I will recommend it that you should try that first course, which is machine learning with TensorFlow on Google Cloud platform, right? It's in which you will get 6 certificate. I know and I already completed that course. Name you can see, you can note it down in your pen and diary. The name is machine learning with TensorFlow on Google Cloud Platform is visualization, right? So yeah, that the first course you should do. Oh no, it's not. It's not. It's not. It's all about machine learning. Wait, let's. Yeah, but you can do that course if you are a machine learning enthusiast, right? And you want to, uh, you know, bit of bit of interest in machine learning cloud both as a business perspective. But well, not looking to that course as a beginner. You have that course name is Google Cloud. Yeah, you can go through that. Let me check. It's a new or not. Yeah, 6 courses cloud engineering with the Google Cloud professional certificates. Just remember, you can note it down. If someone is related with the machine learning, is machine learning emphasis, and bit of interested in both of them, then he can go through TensorFlow with machine learning Google Cloud certificate. But that certificate is awesome, which is cloud engineering with Google Cloud professional certificate. So the name, I think, definitely yes. I'm not saying you should to go through each and everything, but as you can see, the 5 courses which are covered in that cloud engineering with Google Cloud professional certificate part. The name of first course, which is Google Cloud Platform Fundamentals, Core Infrastructure. See, as you can see it here, This course introduces you to important concepts and terminology for working with Google Cloud Platform. You learn about and compare many of the computing and storage services available in Google Cloud Platform, including Google App Engine, Google Compute Engine, Google Kubernetes Engine, Google Cloud Storage, and Extractor. Right? You can read it out there. So, see, you will learn about the Google Cloud fundamental. What exactly it is? Fundamental is kind of, if I say in Neve, like Neve we call in Hindi. So if the funda is clear, then we can move it to in the next level, right? Essential Google Cloud Infrastructure Foundation, Essential Google Cloud Infrastructure Core Services, Elastic Google Cloud Infrastructure Scaling and Automation, right? Preparing for the Google Cloud Associate Cloud Engineer exam. Yes, I'm not covering that how you can become certified in Google Cloud Platform, because that's the introduction of the Google Cloud Platform so far. But in sure in further session I will cover the how you can become certified in Google Cloud technology. There are a lot of certificates, not a lot of, but in a couple of certifications have prepared or made by the Google Cloud to show to the world, or to show the people that yes, you are expert in Google Cloud Platform, that every technology do, right? So you can complete that course, because cloud engineering with Google Cloud professional certificate. Because what I was saying that you have a Google lab, for theory, for fundamental, for everything. Because labs are needed. I say practicals need by at least week, because the terminology Google Cloud is totally different. Not like C and C++, right? Because the words, the vocabulary of the cloud is totally different. So if you want to start your career in cloud, so you must look into, there are several certificates on Google Cloud, but first certificate you should start with Google Cloud Engineering with Google Cloud Professional Certificate. That's my personal suggestion to all of you. All right. Now the end. We'll end up with now everyone is waiting for the hands-on practical sessions. So yeah, we will go to the hands-on practice. And what I told you, we will deploy our first server in Google Cloud Platform. Yeah. See, I'm telling one more thing to you, that how you can check your skill. QuickLab is a platform, right? Apart from that, see, just suppose you have made a website, right, and you want to host by the server in the server. So you can do by Google Platform as a real-time live projects. That how you will do, how you can use Google Cloud services without paying any single rupees. You don't have to pay any single rupee, then you can use every service which are providing by Google. You will get free for 1 year. How? Let's look. Yeah, I'm searching. You can not.com Google Cloud Console, right? You see console.googlecloud.com. I just clicked it over it there. So just as where the Google Cloud Engineer work, Cloud Solution Architects, a free Google Engineer works, or you can also use it if you want to use Google Cloud services in your projects to enhance your skills in cloud, to become expert in Google Cloud. You must need to try. See, your free trial is waiting. Activate now to get 300 credit to explore Google Cloud product. You will the charge that is that Google takes for the service, which is $300 for 1 year, but you will get absolutely free for entire 1 year. How? Because I just removed it, I'm just showing to you how you can use it. See, I clicked on activate. Now what you need to do, see, as you can read it here, see, access to all cloud platform products. Get everything that you need to build and run your apps, website, and services, including Firebase and the Google Maps API. The $300 credit for free. Sign up and get $300 to spend on Google Cloud Platform over the next 12 months. No auto charge. That's the beauty of, I personally love, that feature. No auto charge, because definitely you need to add your credit card, but it won't take any single rupee. And when 12 months goes to end, it won't the auto charge. Maybe we can forget on that time that we should to remove that card, but it won't take any single rupees, or it won't do auto charge when the our credit score to end. So see, Bhavesh Mali, country, which country you are living, terms of services, yes, you must need to click it there. Now you have to go to the continue. Yeah, account type. Bhavesh Mali individual you can do. What you need to do? Exit. There's no need to do. Name and address you have to put it. Address line you can put it, and monthly automatically no. Now you have to add your. See, a Rupee card won't work. Only the Mastercard and Visa work. And then, yeah, card number you have to put, and you can start your free trial. Then you have $300 credit for free you, and you will get every service which are providing by the Google platform. You can host, you can create your project. You can do anything for a website. You can use for machine learning. You can use for big data. You can use for computing. Then you can use right now. I hope you got it, like how you can use cloud services. The last thing of the session, which is a hands-on practical session. So see, actually, I'm not able to access that console.google that 300 credit till now, uh, because I tried before starting this session, but that's not working. I don't know what the exact problem is coming, because I never took 300 credit for free. I always got free from through the Google, but I wanted to try, to get 300 credit, then I can start. But I'm not able to do so. You can do by yourself. I can do by quick labs as well as to deploy a first help. I won't do with that because I tried, but it's not happening for me because I have only 4 credits and I have to take access code from LinkedIn or like Twitter, where the quick labs, daily they gave the access code, but I want to deploy the server through quick labs and this console or Google cloud platform. I will do my Coursera account. See how I'm just telling that, see for the Google cloud console, it's same everywhere, right? It's same everywhere. You can use quick labs, you can use console or Google cloud platform, and you can use, if you have taken courses from from Coursera, then you can also do it. So I'll do through the Coursera because I'm not able to do through Quick Labs and Console or Google Cloud. Right. Start my process. Wait, I'm just doing. So only for a few more minutes, then session is going to be end. Go to my account. My credits have ended as well. Now we are deploying our first server on Google Cloud platform. White serving zone. Sorry for that. Let's wait for 1 minute. Want to do practical session, so it will, will get more interesting. Similarly, you will use, the quick labs. You have to do same thing for console or Google Cloud. You have to do, same thing, right? Only for 5 minutes, not like big stuff. Just only for 5 minutes. will get we will go into the more interested in Google Cloud. Yeah. I just want to open the console. That's nothing more. I'm just opening random. Yeah. See, started with as you can see it here, quick labs. So start as quick labs is having we have 30 marks, so we want complete that task. See, what we have to do, we have to default VPC network. We have to create an auto mode network with firewall rules, convert an auto mode network to a custom mode network, create a custom mode VPC networks with firewall rules. So we won't do that thing, but I'll do deploy the server. That's it. See, so how the quick life works, how the Google Cloud Console works. So same thing, you just have to start on the start left, right? Then what you have to do, you have to click on open Google Console, right? You did. Then you get choose an account, right? Now, as you can see it here, you have a username, right? You have a username, you have to copy and choose another account. So copy and paste. Next to password, you have to use this password, right? You do copy and paste, right? And you can move. Now you have to accept it, right? Confirm. See, now your Google Cloud platform, when you will get 300 credits, you will get same thing. When you will perform with QClubs, you will get same thing. So I just found the console because I was not able to access to the QClubs in the cloud console. So I just tried with my Coursera certificate, Coursera certificate. So I have access through the QClub. Otherwise, you have to pay money for that, right? All right. So yeah, what I said, we will deploy our first customer, first server on Google Cloud platform, right? So when you open, then you will see that this is your the Gmail ID through we have login. You can see it here. Now see, project name is already there. Same thing you will get, and project ID same and project number. So when you will go through the Google Cloud Console, you can create your own project, right? So that's only by default by that certificate. So we can't do anything at here. Right, so as you can see it here, when I go to the API, you can check it, right? You can test, you can getting started, you can use documentation, error reporting, billing, Google Cloud Platform status, API, you can check it, activity, you can check, right? This is kind of monitor. Wait, identification, access management, yeah. When I click over there, you can search your any projects. Yeah, for creating a new project, what you can do is, when you will go through your console, you can click on new project, right? Give any name, billing, accounts of two location, you can create it your first account, right? Post management, my project, I'm just giving the default. So, no organization, perfect. You can write anything, I'm just writing. I'm not able to do it. So right now I'm not with any organization, so I can't create, right? Because that's only for that certificate task I have to complete. So you can create your project because I don't have any organization right now, so I can't create projects. So yeah. Now see, yeah. So these are the services, marketplace, billing, API services, innovation dashboard. You can find support. I am an admin getting started, security, and so it's one super topic in cloud. And we have compute in services by the Google, which we have covered: compute, app engine, compute engine, Kubernetes engine, cloud function, cloud run, right? And further they are divided into the same thing. Yeah, in storage we have a big table, data store, file store, storage, SQL, anything, in cloud we have SQL, NoSQL, PLSQL, everything, because we have to store the data, right? Spanner, we have memory store. In networking, we have VPC, we have networks. See, cloud DNS and CDN, that's very important. Load balancing, we have hybrid connectivity, network service tier, network security. Operation, we have a monitoring, debugger, trace, logging, profiler, error reporting, and tools. You can see it here. So, yeah. Now we won't do anything. Now we are going to deploy our first server, right? So let's get started. What you have to do? You have to go through compute engine. In compute engine, you can go through VM instances. In VM instances, what you need to do? Uh, yeah, click on create. You can give any name. Right. Table, if you want to add, you can add it. I won't tell you what is table because I don't want to, make you confused. Now see, region and zone, right? Which we covered in slides. So in which region you want, deploy your server. So I'm just getting default. I will go to the Asia, South Mumbai, right? This is region. No, yeah. In John, I will use Asia South. Whatever, it's up to you. You know. Now the next thing, see, machine type. It's up to you. Like you want to use 40 CPU for 961 GB, 961 GB memory. So it's not, we are just deploying for one server. It's not too much complex. So we'll keep at the default. Deploy a container image to this VM instance. We don't want to contain any image or any data right now. Now you can see at here, the operating system. You can change any operating system which are available in Google Cloud. So I'm just changing for you to understand. See, operating system, Debian, CentOS, Container Optimized OS, deep learning on Linux. We have Red Hat Enterprise Linux. We have a Red Hat Enterprise Linux for SAP, SQL Server on Windows Server. So sorry, I'm just taking Ubuntu. You can take anything, right? Selected. See, there are a lot of things, but I won't cover each and everything because you will get, a bit confusing, right? So I just change the operating system. Now what you need to do, allow HTTP traffics, right? Now play. So your server is going to be, deploy on Google Cloud Platform, right? It will take hardly 20 seconds. You can see it, how just think about that, how Google Cloud is, uh, faster. Sitting wait for a few minutes. I think network problem. That is the issue. It's not created till now. Network issues. It's fine. Just need high internet. Still is getting problem. CPU secret. Okay. What we'll do? We go again in computer engine. VM instances, right? And we keep the default. I can delete it. Okay. Now we are again going for creating, right? Um, giving I'm just giving all default. So, all are default, right? I'm not changing anything. I'm just clicking allow HTTP traffic, allow HTTP traffic. So HTTP is hypertext protocol. So due to network issue, it's uh, getting occurs. Same thing you can apply in your console. Definitely, yeah, it's created. It's created our first server we have deployed, right? So that's in VM instance. So every VM instance, a virtual machine instance group, so everything have a uh, the mean of that, but it's only the 1 hour session, so we can't complete each and everything, right? So yeah, now your server has deployed, that is the IP address, right? Now how you can check it that your server has deployed? Whether you can use third-party app, but I'm not recommending you to use third party. There are a lot of things, advanced things for there, but I didn't tell you. So this is Google Cloud Cost, right? Everything will, backend will cover by the Google Cloud. You need not to do anything because that is very intelligent, that's based on AI and machine learning. You have to continue. And preview on port 8080. It's need high speed internet, but yeah. So that's cloud set and get it through those as well. Now we have SSH. You have to click on SSH, right? Everything will covered by the Google Cloud Platform. Then you will get it to know, like what is saying. It's already done. Linux Bhavesh 1028, so it's done. Our server has deployed on Google Cloud Platform, right? Okay, it's my directory. So yeah, it was the simple demonstration of the how you can deploy your first server on Google Cloud Platform. Nothing more deeper, not project we have done. So this is Google Cloud Shell. It's very, it will take a long time to become expert in Google Cloud Platform. But it was all about the today's session. I hope everyone learn it, and I'm sure that you can start your journey with Google Cloud Platform. Now, if you have any doubt or if you want to ask anything else, you can uh, ask me in comment box. So I'll be there. So anyone want to ask anything? You can ask any queries you have, maybe any doubt you can ask in chat box. So I'll give the answer for that definitely. Any queries. Just ending the session. Any queries? You can ask in chat box. Okay, Kaushik. Perfect. Okay, session Chaudhary. Thank you so much. Okay, so yeah, this was all about the today's session, introduction to the Google Cloud Platform. And yes, I believe again, I say that you can start your journey in Google Cloud Platform, that how you can learn it, like what are the different resources are available in Google to learn Google Cloud. I believe that you have been familiar with the what is the actual definition of cloud, and the terminology of a Google Cloud or cloud definition, which I told you, through the National Institute of USA, right? What are the the different services are by Google Cloud? What are the the different cloud companies which are available in markets? You got it about that, and we have covered. See, I will just go through one by one what we covered today. You have to go through the cloud computing, why Google Cloud is awesome as compared to the cloud based Google Cloud providers, Google Cloud platforms, what is Google Cloud platform definition, cloud platform services, about Google networks, Google Cloud regions and zones, quick labs, and how to start your journey. So yeah, thank you so much. Good night to everyone.